can trust.
After years of pouring concrete, asphalt, and money into holes beneath New Mexico roads, the State Department of Transportation thinks there might be a better way to build. In tonight's special assignment, Matt Grubbs digs into the state's plan to spend thousands in an effort to save millions.
Life would be better.
So I would say I probably at least put 50 to 100 miles on every day.
If our road through it,
A little bumpy, a lot of potholes here and there, especially on I-25.
were a little smoother.
You drive them a lot?
Every day.
What do you think of them?
They're the worstest way we can go.
Construction is that unwanted reminder there's always work to be done on New Mexico highways.
The roads aren't smooth here at all.
For years, though, the state has been doing work it shouldn't have had to do. Take this section of I-25 north of Bernalillo. For drivers, it feels a little more like a roller coaster than a road for about 100 yards. The problem, in cases like this, is what's under the road.
You may have a pocket or a void underneath there, and that'll just start to expand.
Too sandy, too soft, too vulnerable to water. Too often, the state says, it's been spending money to fix problems it could have prevented, repairing roads that fail too soon because the ground below wasn't properly stabilized during construction.
For example, a $10 million project, that could be a $500,000 change order.
So the New Mexico Department of Transportation is spending once again $225,000 for a soil study that will try to make sure the state isn't, in its own words, reinventing the wheel every time it runs into a soil issue.
What the state hopes to get out of the study is sort of a quick reference guide for its project managers and its engineers. The idea is that if construction crews find unstable soil, they can get a consistent recommendation from the state. They can stabilize it and then get on with the job. They will save money and they'll save time.
The state still ultimately decides what contractors should do, but having the manual might turn what's been a week-and-a-half delay into a day or two.
Get the contractor back to work, come up with a solution, and have a long performing pavement as a result of that.
It extends the life of the highway they're working on and the state's budget to repair other roads. It also might reduce the amount of time you spend dealing with construction.
I think what you're going to see is the project will get completed on time.
Let's face it, you're never going to see construction disappear, but sometimes
it's been fairly smooth here. This thing isn't bouncing all over the place. In California, it's bouncing everywhere.
Knowing it could be worse might be good enough. Matt Grubbs, KRQE News 13.
The state will pair those guidelines with the study from a new statewide map of what types of soil makes up the ground beneath New Mexico's roads. You can read more about this $225,000 project on our KRQE app.